Okay, hello beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that's going to be a full face of first impressions because I think I have a full face of first impressions except primer and eyebrows and eyeshadow primer. I have so many new things that I wanted to show you. I pulled out a basket. This is what the basket looks like. So these are the things that we are going to be trying out today. Usually when I get things sent to me or when I buy things myself, it's eyeshadows or lip colors, but now I actually have gotten, and are these all PR? Freaking fluff, these could be all PR. Okay, this is the full face of first impressions PR, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about them because I haven't tried any of them. Tried the formula of one before. And we are just gonna try all of it together. I'm gonna start with the primer. This is the Smashbox Primerizer. I'm just trying to get through this. Not that I hate it, but I just don't feel like it's all that. I don't. Like, it's okay, but I think that if you have a dry skin, maybe you'd like it more. I mean, I do think that my foundation looks nice on top of this. I just want something that feels more like it's filling out stuff. I also think I've got bitten by something here. Do you see this? There's a bump here and it does not look like it's a sit, and I shouldn't get a sit here because I never gotten that before. I think I got bitten by something. It's not a spider. But yeah, enough of that. I'm gonna try the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation by NYX. I also have the concealer and I also have the powder. I was at the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop event here in Sweden. These have just been launched in Sweden and I am gonna try them out. I got the vanilla. That's a shade that they match me to and I think it's gonna be nice. I don't have any self tanner and I am very far from tan. Oh, it's a plastic seal. Breaking the seal, and we're gonna try. I usually use like, oh, that was like a really small pump, so I'm gonna take 1-2 pumps. That's usually the amount I use. I told her when she matched me, this could be slightly too light for me, to be honest. Maybe I'm okay. Okay, this is gonna be good. I told her when she matched me to a foundation shade at the event that I am pretty neutral, leaning a bit warm-toned when I'm not tanned, but as soon as I tan or self-tan, I lean pretty warm. And since I don't have any self-tanner on and I want to use this now, I got a shade that was a neutral shade. And actually these neutral shades were not... Sometimes the neutral shades are a bit gray. This is a bit light to me, isn't it? I should probably have gotten one shade darker, but we're gonna bronze it up because I do have a bronzer. But I feel like I'm more of a neutral if it's not leaning too gray. When I don't have any tan going on, but as soon as I get a tan, all my summer shades are pretty warm. But then sometimes, because we did chat about this, sometimes my skin, like sometimes foundations, they lean so yellow that it's like straight up Marge Simpson when you put them on. And I mean, even though I'm slightly a warmer undertone, I'm not a cheese doodle, so sometimes I don't get why they're so different. On the other hand, there are probably people out there that are super yellow and are super excited about that. So I go in between neutral and warm depending on what range it is. For example, the Laura Mercier warms are so yellow. If you are of a very yellow undertone and you want to try a foundation that's really yellow, the Laura Mercier's warm segment is extremely yellow, like straight up Simpsons. This is supposed to be a very matte foundation and a full coverage foundation. I have 2 pumps on now and I do not feel like it's a full coverage right now. Maybe if I put more on, but it is very matte. It's already like dried down on me. I have a very normal skin type, so on me I can use a dewy foundation, I can use a matte foundation. I'm gonna use one more pump. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan when foundations are too dry so they feel like a liquid lipstick, or when foundations are too dewy and never dry down, like, and never stop moving on the skin. I do feel like I can work with this, and it does build a bit because I'm on my second layer now, so This looks nice. Normally I try to put a little foundation under my eyes as well before I go in with like concealer, but since I'm using the concealer from the range today, I'm not gonna do that, just to see how good it covers. I didn't use a pore filling primer, and I do feel like it's settling a bit in my pores. I have a bit of a larger pores here, not like large pores, but they're larger, because pores come with age. So if you are in your early 20s and you feel like you don't have any pores, you enjoy this time while it lasts. I'm gonna use the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer now. I got this in Fair because I wanted a lighter concealer, because I like to highlight with my concealer. So we're gonna see how this one is. I'm gonna set it with powder, and then I'm gonna zoom in a bit so we all can see how it looks. It's not super liquidy. It's kind of creamy when you put it on. I wouldn't say that it feels as like thick and creamy as the Tarte Shape Tape. It is more along the lines of the Urban Decay Naked. That's more how it feels. I'm gonna do the Beauty Guru stuff. I usually do my concealer like this, to be honest, but it's because I highlight with my concealer. I don't have extremely dark under eyes, so that's why I do it like this. I'm gonna use this new brush by Colourpop that I got. It's an F10, and I thought that this could be good for concealer. So let's blend this in. This brush is very nice for concealer. Like really nice. This probably be super good for drawing on if you're using like a cream contour palette. I think that you would probably really enjoy a brush like this to paint on the cream contour. I think that this is the perfect size and density for something like that. I will say it's looking slightly dry and cakey, so I think that this like foundation could be the best if you have a really oily skin, or like a more you really like the full coverage matte foundation type. I am more of the satin, because that works best on my skin, like the natural look on the foundation. Skin-like. What do they call it? They call it something like that. I am gonna fix my eyebrows and put some eye primer on off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll do the powder and the rest of the things. Oh my god, we just had the heaviest rain ever, like behind me when I was doing this. I was like, because I'm gonna walk the dog after this. Please stop raining. This is the Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. I got mine in light medium, and I am, oh, there's a sticker over the, this one looks like the, go away. This one looks like the Hourglass one, you know, when there's like a little tub where you pour it out. Let me see if I can get some out. Oh yeah, got a lot out. And I'm gonna see if I can set a bit under my eyes. I don't think I'm gonna set that much though, because this basically like set itself. Although I have light medium on this. Will this work under my eyes? I'm just gonna use a bit. Yeah, this did definitely deepen it up a bit. But I don't use that much powder under my eyes, so maybe I'll be fine. I'm just gonna use it a bit around. It's very fine. Feels weird that I am highlighting with a lighter concealer and then I'm setting it with a darker. Maybe that's not the smartest thing I've ever done. I'm just gonna set it a little bit to try out this powder. And yes, I'm using a smaller brush because I kind of prefer that. My skin is feeling pretty like set and dry, like it feels like skin when I'm touching it now, which is pretty good. I don't like when my face is feeling like tacky or stuff when I'm done. That is not my preferred face thing. Oh, I need to see if I can get this powder back in here. So yeah, it feels good. Feels very silky in between your fingers. And I heard from the people at NYX that this is not a flashback thing, so I hope so as well. So if you wanted to, you could bake with it. I don't really bake my powders anymore, but if you wanted to, you could. I took the light medium because normally I use powders all over my face in summer, and then I do have a bit of a tan, so that's why I took the light medium. But if you see to my arm now, I can see it in real life. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but my arm is a bit like more yellow and a slightly bit darker than my face, so I'm gonna bronze this up. I was given from the Sephora brand a shimmering bronzing powder in A Trip to Haiti. And this is what she looks like. She looks very beautiful. I think this is super pretty. So I am gonna use this to bronze up my face a bit. It's not a lot of kick up when you touch it, but I do get some on the brush. The dog can still open the door. Are you bored, honey? You can't. Sweetie? Let's see if I can bronze. This is very terracotta-y, so if you do not like a more orangey bronzer, you are not gonna like this. I prefer that though, because it makes me, it looks more like an actual tan, at least on me. But if you have a very cool skin tone, this color won't be for you. It smells a bit perfumey when you put your like nose in the pan, but nothing like super overpowering. Yeah, I definitely got some color back, and it is a bit orange on me when I don't have a tan. It is. But the things you do. I don't really have a new blush to try, but then I remembered that I have this in my collection that I still haven't tried. I found it and I feel super embarrassed that I haven't tried it. This is the by Terry Terribly Densilis blush in Sexy Pink. This packaging is so heavy, like I could kill someone with this. It comes with a little brush and it looks like this. It's very corally pink, but I am gonna do something slightly pink, so I thought maybe this could fit. And since, where's my blush brush? And since I had never tried it, I thought this could be good. I'm just tapping it on and it does pick up a lot of product. Ooh, that's actually a really nice corally pink. It goes on very sheer, and it does have a bit of a satin sheen on the cheeks. It actually looks extremely pretty. And it blends out beautifully. Oh, wow, yeah. That is so pretty. It has a bit of a sheen to it. Definitely not shimmery. It's just a satin sheen. It looks very healthy and blended and somewhat sheer on the cheeks. That was stunning. Super stunning. Let me see if I can get... Because I did put some primer on, I'm just gonna tap out the creases. And we can go in with some eyeshadow, because I have 3 things that I want to try today, or maybe I'm only gonna try 2 of them. I have 2 of the eyeshadow palettes by Makeup Geek. These are the Peach Bellini and the Champagne and Rose, and I have a glitter quad from Pixie. I have the pinky one. I got this when I was at a dinner with Pixie. It's actually super pretty. This is in Rose Bronze. And you know, I told you before that I don't really like when there's a pressed glitter within a palette, but having it as a quad like this that you can just pull out when you actually do want to have glitter, that I approve of. So I am gonna try that one on, and I'm not gonna try both of these palettes because there are 8 shadows in each. I think they're like $20, and you can use a discount code on these. I do have a discount code with Makeup Geek. It is Angelica, and if you use that, you get 10% off. You can use anyone's discount code. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video. They sent this as PR, and if I wanted to do something with it, I could. This is more like a warm peachy palette. Like, if you wanted something like this and you don't want to pay a lot of money and you want to have good quality, because Makeup Geek is good quality. I haven't even tried it yet, but I'm guessing it's the same quality. We're gonna find out in a bit. I think that this is a peachy red palette that's slightly more warm. It's a great palette on the go, or if you want to build your collection and have something nice and small. And this is more of a cool tone palette, and I think this is my favorite, and this is the one we're going to try. It is something that looked a bit like Cupcake, but more cool tones, like a cool tone pink, a cool tone brown, a cool tone brown, like 2 cool tone browns. Then there's like a very nice bronze. I'm not all about the bronzes, but it does look very pretty. It's a peachy gold duochrome, a cream matte. Then there's another peachy goldy thing, but this one is lighter. This maybe is more of a peach gold duochrome, and this is like a pink gold duochrome. Super pretty. And then it's this berries. It looks absolutely stunning. So I want to do something with these 2, I think. I'm gonna start with this rose one in my crease, and then we are gonna go into the berries, so we can have a red pink crease, and then use one of these shades. These are really pretty. Let me see if I can do a bit of a close-up. You see how these look? And you're supposed to be able to use these without using any glitter glue. and I'm super excited. Let me see if I can show you what these palettes look like as well, because why not? This is the more red cool tone one. I think that these are actually... I'm not mad at these. Are these super exciting? No. Would I have picked them up with my own money? Actually, I was planning to pick up the one I'm using. This is the more warm tone one. I was planning to pick up this one, because I actually mailed them and asked them if this one was coming to Beauty Bay, because I wanted to pick it up, and the account manager that I have at Makeup Geek, she's like, no, they're not coming to Beauty Bay at this point, just so you know, but they are available, I think, both at Target and the makeup store site, and she said, but you know what, we'll send them to you. So I thought that was super, super sweet. Ooh, that's really pigmented. Okay, so this is the pink rosé one, or rosé. This is very pigmented and it blends really nice. So far I've only used one shade. I've only used the rosé one. But I think that this is a really pretty starting up shade, and it is like a cool toned mauve on the eyes, and I love having a pink in my crease to start with. I think that is beautiful. And one of my favorite combos lately has been either red with peach or red with pink. I think that both of those combos are so beautiful, and I've been so into both of them lately. I think it's because I love the mix between pink and red, and especially cool tones, so much. That's what drew me into this palette, and this is a palette that I'm gonna bring next time that I go traveling, which is going to be pretty soon actually, and I'm super excited about that. I'm going to use the red berries now with a bit of a more detailed brush. I'm just going to clean it a bit. I'm going to use it with this one. It's like a tulip shaped thing. I'm just going to deepen up the outer V and the crease a bit. Ooh, look at that. Such a nice shade. Love that tone. It's such a beautiful cool tone red. I think this crease is so yummy. I haven't really blended the inner part here because I know I'm gonna cover it up a bit. I'm not gonna use any of the dark brown. I'm just gonna keep it like red and pink like this. Okay, so I think that is everything. I'm really liking this. I think it looks super pretty. I think I'm gonna use just a bit of that matte like creamy shade. Just a bit on the brow bone, because I'm turning into a traditional beauty guru as we speak. I actually kind of like that. Okay, now I'm gonna use this Pixie by Petra. I don't really know which one I want to use. I'm leaning towards this one here, the one at the top here, because that one is like pinky and it still has a bit of a multi glitter in it. I see some green, I see some purple, so I'm kind of into that, and I want to pull it like all over. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger. Ooh! So let me wow! Okay. Huh. Did not see that one coming. I'm just gonna put this like all over the lid, I guess then. Just pulling out a makeup wipe so I can get this glitter off my finger. I do have some fallout though. I do have some fallout. Let me see if I can get rid of that by using a little brush. Brush was not enough, so maybe a glitter glue actually could be better. And you know what? No, I got it away now. I think at least most of it. I kind of like that. I don't hate it. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, now you can see the concealer and everything as well. This is what the eye look is looking like. And you can see the skin as well, or maybe you can't. I think that it looks okay, but it's a bit cakey, especially like around the nose. And I felt like here, when you put the concealer on top of the foundation, you could also see that it turned a bit, like a little bit cakey. But I do think overall that this looks actually really nice. I do think that this looks really nice. The powder was a bit too dark to have under my eyes though, so it's not as highlighted as I would like it to be. So I think I'm gonna use that powder just like on my face and not under my eyes. But I think it's gonna be great for like my face, because my face does feel really nice. And I do like the bronzer and the blush together with this eye look as well. And the glitter still hasn't creased. That's a good thing. I am gonna use, if I can find a brush, I'm gonna use an E20 by Sigma. And I'm gonna take a bit of the pink matte shade under my eyes as well. Taking a bit more of that sweet cream and just lightening up my inner corner. It's like a matte, very light cream. I feel like this could be a good look for someone who's like, who want to go out and want to have a bit of color but don't want to have like green or blue. This is still colorful, it's pink and red, but it's not like all over the place, and I do realize that that's not for everyone. I am gonna put on a bit of a falsie. I'm gonna use this one. This is also from Makeup Geek. This is called the Mischievous 3/4 length. Is that how you say it? 3/4? So it's not a full lash, it's more like a outer corner lash. So I'm gonna put that on. What else do I have that I want to put on? Yeah, I have some liners and some stuff. So maybe I should start with that one. Do I want to use some liquid liner? Yeah, I do. This is the Eternal Eyeliner by Linda Hallberg. I love this packaging. And it also says black here, which pretty much makes me feel like there's going to be more colors. This is what she looks like. I have never used this one, and you're supposed to shake this a lot before you use it the first time, because this is a, what did she call it? A free flow ink. So you have to start it before it will work. But once you've started it, it will always just work and you don't have to shake it again. But they didn't want to like start it for you, because then it might dry out if it's like sitting on a shelf in a store for a bit. And I thought that was pretty smart. And I like that they gave you the instructions to like really shake it before you use it. Is this gonna work now? I'm just trying a bit on my hand to make it. She did say that maybe the first times you used it, it won't be amazing, but then it's gonna be the best eyeliner you ever had. So we're gonna see if that is true. It's very, very thin. I personally like that it's so thin, but I do realize that that is maybe not for everyone. It did not cover the glitter, but also the glitter is moving. So I don't know if that is the eyeliner or if that is the glitter. I'm actually guessing that it's the glitter, because if the glitter moves, it's not that easy to go over it with eyeliner because it moves. So I kind of like this. I think that this was a really nice formula, and I got it to work on my first try, but I did use it a bit on my hand to make sure that I got that free flow going. So I'm gonna have to try this a bit more and to let you know how I feel about it after like a couple of uses. I'm gonna put on, because I did also get sent by Makeup Geek their new like twist up eye pens. These are called eyeliners. That's all I see, eyeliners. So I got 6 colors. I've already used the nude one, but I cannot for the life of me understand where I put it. I don't know where I put it. So I think I'm gonna use the purple one today. I did like the nude one. I thought it was really good. They're like twist up like this, and I thought the nude one was really good, and now I'm gonna use the purple. Okay, the purple is on. I don't personally feel like this purple was as pigmented as the nude one, but it did go on, like it didn't tug on my waterline at least, but I feel like it could be a bit more pigmented. I'm gonna have to try the other ones and see how those are. Maybe I should like, this is the black one, maybe I should just like, oh yeah, that is extremely pigmented. Like, super pigmented and super smooth. So maybe it was just the purple, because I feel like the nude one was really, really nice. I'm gonna do some mascara. I'm gonna do some of these lashes, and I'll come back and we can do the highlighter and the lips and the setting spray. Ooh, I should have used this new brush by NYX that they sent me for the foundation. I used a poof instead. But I will say I have had a foundation brush by NYX from before, and that was one of my favorite foundation brushes ever. These are so dense and so soft, but also not extremely big, so that you can get around everywhere. So I actually really like the NYX foundation brushes, so I do think I'm gonna like that one as well, even though I forgot to test it. But I'm gonna put on some mascara, put on some lashes, and I'll be back and we'll do the lips and the highlight. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the 3/4 lash on, and as you can see, it just really accentuates the very much desired almond-shaped eye look. I'm just putting this back into the package. I really like these, and I think that these are especially pretty if you want to have a false lash, but you don't want it to like overpower your look. And also these are easier to put on, so if you are struggling with false lashes, maybe these could be for you. These were called the mischievous lash, and you know what? I like this. These are getting a thumbs up. I think these are super pretty. Now let's do some highlighting. This, you know how I've said I want to try more loose highlighters. And this is from Colourpop, and they sent this to me, and I'm so excited because I have been wanting to try their loose highlighters for a bit, and I'm so... What? Are you seeing my mirror? I've been so excited to be trying this. This is called Luster Dust in Keke. If you play World of Warcraft, can you see the word kek without thinking about Orcish? Can you? Because I can't. Kek means lol, like LOL. So I am oh my, look at this! Such a beautiful like peachy gold. I hope that this is not too dark for me. I will be so sad. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, you know what? This is borderline too dark, but this is like my skin tone, but just very shimmery. Like, this is my Edward Cullen shade. So this just makes, this gives me the glow from within because this is my skin tone, but I love that. This is a beautiful, warm, peachy thing. Oh my, you know, I love this. It's very shimmery, but not glittery, and this goes so well together with my skin tone. It's not even ridiculous. But yeah, if you are pale, probably try a lighter shade. This is not gonna be for you. I am more like a light, and then in the summertime I like tan to something like medium. Sorry about my hair. You know what? I am not sorry about my hair. I hate when YouTubers are apologizing for things that they should not be apologizing for. I just didn't want to wash my hair, and I did want to film, so I put it in a bun because now my hair is long enough so that I can put it in a bun. And I think it looks sleek and nice, and I still have my gray streak here in the front. Maybe we should... I'm trying to be sleek Angie today, but actually I'm more like lazy Angie. We're gonna use some setting spray. I also got sent this one from Linda Hallberg. This is the Glow Mist. Look at how this one looks. It is a 2-component, oh, here you can see, it's a 2-component spray that you are supposed to be shaking, and it mixes. But it's a very small one, but she said that you don't have to use as much of this one as the normal like mists. This is not a setting spray, this is a glow mist. So this will make your foundation like really glow. So I thought we'd use this and then we'd use a bit more of this just to see how they layer. It's 1 to 2 sprays. Never used it. Okay. Shaky, shaky. Ah! I don't know how I feel about my sprayer. Wait, let me see. Yeah, my sprayer is like not fine enough. I don't know what's on with my sprayer. Because if I spray it, I don't know if you can see. Oh, maybe that was better. Yeah, because in the beginning there, it didn't like, just got little droplets, but maybe it's better now. Maybe it needed some spritz. Let me see if I can put some more on. It didn't like feel like anything. Do I look more glowy? I actually think I might look a bit more glowy. But I got some droplets on my skin from those first spritz. So if you do end up getting this one, try spraying it just in front of you and not on your face the first time, just to make sure that it doesn't like have those first initial like spritzy thingies that I had. And I just tipped some highlighter in my lap, but that's fine. But I do really like how this looks, but yeah, I did get some droplets on the skin. That is not ideal. But my skin is looking really glowy and nice. Okay, last step. I'm gonna use the Pixie liquid lipstick in Berry Beauty. Never tried these. I've heard a lot of good things about these liquid lipsticks, but I've never tried them. I just didn't get around to it. So I did get one of these as well when I was at the Pixie dinner. Ooh, they smell really fruity. They smell like fruity candy. okay, I'm all about that. And it's this beautiful berry shade, and I thought that this would go so well with this look, so we're gonna try it and see how it looks. It got that beautiful, like, if you can see the applicator, it's got that, you know, the dip in the middle that distributes product really nice, and a bit of a angled tip. Ooh! That's a beautiful color. That color is stunning. It's like a beautiful berry red. I will say though, I like the applicator, I like the tip of it, I like the amount of fluffiness, I like the dip in the middle, but I think I'm just gonna get some on my finger, but this is very bendy and movie, which is a good thing, but it's too bendy and too movie. It should be a bit more firm, because otherwise, when you drag it, it just gets a bit too flimsy to get a exact line. So maybe with this applicator, it could be just this one. I don't know if all of them are like that. My hands are looking all kinds of sexy, but with this one at least, it was just a bit too flimsy for this kind of a bold color, because you want to be able to draw a fine line. And it's nice when the tip has a bit of a give, so it makes it a bit easier, but this one had a bit too much give to be able to be super precise. I think that is everything. I think that this is super beautiful. Maybe I shouldn't be showing this hand because that's not beautiful, but I like this. I feel like this is a very nice, like, either like going to a restaurant or going out or going to the movies. I know that I say like going to the movies and people are like, why are you getting fancy for the movies? But always when we go to the movies, we try to get dinner before, or we get a drink before, or we go to the movies with friends and make a thing out of it. And I like dressing up and making, like, using makeup when I'm doing something. Because I like the whole process of it. Not that I'm trying to be pretty for other people, just that I like the whole thing of it. I like putting makeup on and being able to go out. But I think that this would be a really pretty, like, evening look. If you take the glitter away and just use this palette and put one of the shimmers on instead, I think that this would be a very wearable, like, a day look as well, because the lashes are not that extreme, they're just flaring out a bit. I really like this. I feel pretty. I really do. I do see some droplets on my skin where the sprayer hit me. So if you get the sprayer, I do think that my skin looks very glowy and nice. It looks actually really beautiful, and I think a spray like this could really bring some life back to a super matte foundation. But spray it before you as well, like start it up outside of your face so you don't get those initial droplets on your face, in case your sprayer does the same thing as mine did. But I think that was everything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, have you tried any of these products, or are you interested in trying any of these products? Let me know your thoughts down below. I love reading your comments, and I will be trying these products more either on camera or off camera, and I'll be coming back to them and reviewing them on my channel. I always try and review everything that I use on my, like, in my videos. I try to review everything at some point. Maybe not in a dedicated review video, but I always try to let you know my thoughts on products when I've used them a bit more, because I personally feel like a first impression should be followed up by a review. That's my personal opinion, and that's how I run my channel. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I do upload like 5, 6, 7 videos a week. It's been a lot lately, and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye!